I don't know if you've ever been defeated and you felt like I could never really be used of God again, or God could never use my life. Well, I can tell you right now, I experienced that. In fact, what happened with me, I became a Christian. I was so excited about Jesus, and I wanted others to know Him, and I began to tell others and share Christ with other people. And as I did that, I was so excited. But then after a couple of years of being on fire for the Lord and having a deep love for Jesus, I found myself falling flat on my face. I failed God, I failed people, and I felt like I could never be used of God, and I didn't know what to do. And the Lord spoke to my heart, and I came back and I surrendered myself to Him. And I want to tell you what, since that time, God has done incredible things. Back then, I thought God could never use me, but God did use me. You see, sometimes our greatest victories come after our greatest failures. And failure is not the end of the world. God will pick us up. God is a God of grace. God is a God of mercy. God is a God who enables us to pick us up and to take us and to use us for His glory. There was a man in the Bible that experienced something like this. His name was David, great man of God. And early on in David's life, because of some fear of Saul and what would happen with him, he made some bad decisions. He was depressed, discouraged. He made some bad decisions. And as a result of those bad decisions, his family, his hometown was devastated. His family was kidnapped from there by the Amalekites. And so he came back, and when he came back, he found that all of his men and their wives had been kidnapped and taken, and he didn't know what to do. But do you know what he did? He went before the Lord. According to 1 Samuel chapter 30, he went before the Lord and he asked God, what do I do? And God said, pursue them. And he pursued the Amalekites, and he went, and God gave him victory. After his defeat, after making bad decisions and that resulting in some terrible things happening to him, God said, I'm still going to use you. And he pursued the Amalekites, and he overtook them, and they were able to restore and bring back all of their families, and God just blessed and worked in a mighty way. You see, we may give up on ourselves, but God doesn't give up on us. God had a plan for David. God wanted to use David. God did use David, and his greatest victories came after that time of defeat, after that time of making wrong decisions. So maybe you've made some wrong decisions. Maybe you've fallen flat on your face, but I want to tell you something. God is a God of grace. Just as He picked me up, just as He picked David up, God will pick you up, and He will enable you to walk, and He will give you great victory. So look to Him. Don't give up. Surrender yourself to Him and seek Him and say, God, I'll follow you the rest of my life, and watch Him give you victory.